Welcome to the Nerds Who Swing podcast.
Welcome to the Nerds Who Swing podcast. My name is Miller.
Margot.
You can find us everywhere where you would find a normal podcast.
Search Nerds Who Swing on Facebook.
You can find us on Twitter. You can find us on Instagram. You can find us on Pinterest. You can find us on SoundCloud. You can find us on YouTube.
We are so many places.
We're even on iTunes. That's probably where you found this one. And then the most important one is you can find us on Patreon.com, where if you want to just give us $1 or $2 to help just pay for hosting our website and our podcast.
Oh, that would be so nice of people.
I know,
Can you
right?
imagine if they did that?
There might even be bonuses eventually.
Bonuses?
Yeah.
Sexy bonuses?
No, lame bonuses.
Oh,
you
good.
could do our taxes.
Lame bonuses. Bonuses including.
That's right. And then you can also, we have a contest with every episode where if you want to be in our logo.
Yeah. Did you see our logo? Can you see it? Pull it up. Do you see our super sexy logo?
That's right.
Is it me right now?
It is right now.
It's me right now. That's me, folks. But maybe that could be you.
That's right.
Which would be super hot.
Send us your picture.
Send us a picture.
Any one of these.
No faces?
No faces.
No faces. Not that your face isn't sexy, but, other sexy business.
Also, no penises unless there's also a vagina there.
Because who wants a penis?
Yeah. Just saying. Yeah, that's 50% of the vote. I'm not voting for that. Yeah.
Anyway, send us in your pictures if you want to.
You could be the background of the Nerds Who Swing logo.
Can you imagine your body, your sexy, sexy bod as the background of our logo?
Damn, Margot.
So hot.
Yeah. Anyway.
I like it. Okay, we're Nerds Who Swing.
That's right. Margot, Miller, enjoy the episode. Okay, Margot, day two.
Day 2.
Hotel Takeover.
Party.
Right.
Thing.
So we did day 1 already. Let's
Yeah.
talk about day 2, which is the day after day 1.
Yeah, that's usually how numbers work.
Oh, it is?
1 and then 2.
Are you serious?
Okay, so there was some seminar-y kind of stuff during the day.
So the day
that
started.
You can go or not go to, whatever.
Which were pretty cool sounding seminars. There was
really cool.
Men in the lifestyle, ladies in the lifestyle. Like you could go and just men or just women kind of get together and talk about issues they would have.
Yeah, there was couples yoga.
Oh, that's right, yoga.
There was.
So I think the big one of the day was kind of the squirting one.
People seemed very excited about
We didn't go to it because we had volunteered to help set up for an event.
For the nighttime. So we were decorating.
We were decorating.
But it was across the hall.
It was. And we heard applause at a couple points during the event. And we were like, damn, she must have squirted.
Yeah, I assume when success occurred.
That's right.
That it was very exciting too.
Which was pretty cool to hear.
Yeah, it was cool. So, we just kind of went through the day. Yeah. We didn't really go to any sessions because we were either just busy with other stuff like helping. And
we had gone to lunch with some friends.
Oh, yeah. We kind of skipped one of the seminar things to go to lunch with some people. They were like, let's go for lunch.
Yeah, and we were like,
and
cool.
They were with another couple, so we met them, and that was fun.
Yeah, they were all cool. Very cool. We had actually, in the morning, before anything started, we had taken time just for us to make sure that we were cool, comfortable, realigned. So we went to a movie.
Yeah, we did.
That was really funny.
And we snuggled and we smooched and stuff.
That's right. It was really fun. It was almost like a date, but an early morning date where we went to
a
matinee
parents, so
before
we're up
noon.
at 6.
Yeah, exactly. Doesn't matter where we are. We're up really early.
That's right.
So we got up and went to a movie.
It was fun.
And the theater was awesome.
We ate pretzels.
That's right. We did eat pretzels.
Soft pretzels.
They were good.
Oh, they were so good.
And remember the guy who made them for us? This old man who was super into making pretzels for us. He's
like, what kind of topping you want?
I was like, you're going to have to blow this guy after, Margot.
He's so excited. He was
really good pretzels.
He was just excited to take our money and make us pretzels. I didn't have to do nothing.
I know.
He was super pumped.
But you should have blown him anyways.
No, thank you. But he was a very nice fellow.
He was really nice.
He made excellent pretzels.
He did.
And then we watched a movie. And we ate pretzels, and one of mine looked like a penis. Remember? One of the little pretzels looked like a penis. I have a picture of it.
Oh.
We'll Instagram it.
Hashtag penis pretzel.
We'll Instagram it. You guys tell us what looks like a penis.
Okay.
It does. But anyway. We just had some couple time. think we stopped at we shopped a little, we hung out, and it was super nice.
It was great. And then we went back, we volunteered our time.
We did some
night.
Well, we did lunch first with our friends.
Oh yeah, lunch, friends, and then volunteered. And
decorated.
Yeah, decorated, which was all great. Ready. Yeah, and then we went and got ready for the night, which this night had a theme.
Right. So it was
the first night didn't have a theme. It was just like a meet and greet kind of thing. And this one was like a costume.
Yeah.
Which we have learned in the swinger lifestyle that like costuming at events is like a yes. Like
run with it. Like
you are going to have so many costumes by the time you're done being a swinger.
Yeah.
So
like you guys remember Mr. Dress Up?
Yeah,
I know I'm outing us as Canadian by saying Mr. Dress Up.
Apparently our
nobody knows Ernie Coombs from Mr. Dress Up.
What we are.
Yeah, that's how we talk.
To give us out what we are.
We just say out, which I think is how normal humans say. But anyways.
Yeah. What a booted.
Yeah. Nice. Mr. Dress Up. And the trunk with all the... that you'll have one of those.
You will.
Because you'd be like, pirates, I'm on it. No problem. Animal print, got you covered. Like, you got it all.
Yeah.
So, yes.
So we don't need to go into details
feel badly. Don't feel weird or nervous about what you may want to wear to a costume-themed event.
Yeah.
Like, you can't go too big.
Yeah.
Trust me. Just go to town.
Like,
and you'll
if you think your costume is too risque or too crazy or whatever, it's not. There will be somebody there.
You can't be too naked.
With less on and a crazier costume.
You can't be too into it.
Yeah.
Often there is a contest or prizes or something.
At this one there was,
or even just like when we've been at Halloween before, that kind of thing. Yeah. So just go for it. I mean, whatever you're comfortable in, whatever you're happy with, but don't worry that you're like, is this too much? It isn't. It's perfect.
No, do more.
Yeah. Couples costume, individual whatever.
Yeah. So we got ready for the night.
We did.
Which was great. We went back to our room, got changed.
It was good.
It was fun. Got our costumes all ready.
I had a little iffy time with my costume, and you were wonderful, and you helped me with it.
Right. Like, you had made your costume, but hadn't... You had tried it on, but then also made altercations, and then it wasn't quite working right, so we had to do some last-minute adjustments.
I was not happy, and you were great, and that was awesome. So, well done.
Yeah, so great. So that's the episode. Everybody remember that.
Yeah, Miller's awesome.
Done.
And moving on. No, you were. You were great.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, you looked really great in your costume.
Aw, thanks.
Sexy as shit.
Penny. We were kind of a honorable mention.
Yeah, we didn't win any categories, but we apparently were runner-up in a couple.
And then, so it was just costumey, and there was a bar, and there was a dance going on, DJ'd kind of.
Which was fun. We just danced together.
Danced it up.
We had fun, connecting with each other.
Friends and each other, and that was cool.
And I feel I don't know why, but I feel when we, at that point, there was a hard cut between it is now free to kiss anybody.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what it was.
A lot of kissing. I know what it is. I know what it is. Do you want to know? I know what it is. The tipping point was the kiss cam person.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
There was one woman. Can we say that?
Yeah, there was one costume that was essentially a kiss cam.
It was great costume.
It fit the theme great.
Sexy woman behind it.
Yeah, who we had seen in the hot tub before.
Giving kisses away for free.
Who we almost wished we had made a move on before.
Yeah, we should have.
But
So then I kissed her, and because I was like, hi, and she was like, come here. And so then we smooched through her kiss cam, which was super fun. And then I was like, hey, you, come here. And so then you kissed her. Yeah. And then that was just
and we were like, all right, we're fucking kissing everybody.
That's right. The ice was broken. Kissing is happening.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was much kissing happening then.
Yeah.
I think that we sort of went back and we took after some dancing, we took our costumes.
Yeah, we changed a little bit.
Sort of more normal. Well,
there was a couple we passed on the way that we had seen earlier, and she had I don't know if it was a little ball or between her boobs.
Oh, I forgot about that.
And the idea was that you had to use your lips to take it out.
Yeah.
And you did that.
I did.
And you had lipstick on, so when you were done, there was a lipstick smudge all over her boobs, which was great.
That was fun.
And so we changed
she had great boobs.
Outdoor costumes.
We have to pause. She had great boobs.
I know, right?
If she's listening, because I think she's our Facebook friend.
Is she? Okay. Either way.
I think she Facebook friends us. Anyways, great boobs.
They were awesome.
Really great.
I regret not being able to try them.
Oh, yeah. Well, one day, hopefully.
One day.
They were lovely.
And then, so we went back. We danced a little bit more in our costumes.
Our sort of just regular, lingerie-ish underwear kind of clothes.
And like even at the event, they had like a photo booth that you could take with like friends and stuff like that to kind of commemorate the night. We didn't really take any pictures because we didn't really run into that many people that we knew at that point, but we were meeting lots of new people.
Yeah. Superman couple was there.
Yeah.
Adam Sandler couple
we ran into a couple that won one of the... we were talking to a lady from a couple who, seconds after we met them, after we complimented them on their costume, won one of the awards at the costume party.
Oh, that we knew from the club before?
Did we know them from the club before?
Where she also had a really good costume that night?
She was like...
The cosplay night?
No. That was a different lady. This one was...
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. We were just like, your costume is like our favorite. It was really awesome. Good. And then she won the award. And then, yeah, you're right. We were talking to another couple who we met before back at our normal club.
She's
like,
amazing. She's like a costume
awesome.
maker. She's fantastic.
She does like really good costumes. Yes. And we were like, we almost did that costume.
Yes.
But
she did it way better than
she did it better than us, and she won an award.
Which
and we were like,
should have, because they did great. Yeah, both of them. Yeah, that's right.
So that was pretty cool.
So we ended up hanging out. Eventually, we're roaming around, and didn't we end up hanging out in Adam Sandler couple's room for a bit?
So they pulled us in for a little bit to kind of chat.
There was more guitar
drinks.
and
he played guitar,
and singing.
He sang a song.
And you started kissing people.
Yeah,
he was like, have you kissed her yet?
Because that's what he was like. He was like, have you kissed her? I was like, no. And then she kissed me.
You should.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. And then he did it like once more, and I was like, okay.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I'm kissing everybody.
Yeah. Then you were. Yeah. But then, do you remember this? That he said that there was like a Magnum condom wrapper.
Oh yeah, and he was like.
He's like, this ain't mine.
He was mad because somebody had left a Magnum condom wrapper in his room, and he was like, I am pissed off. Like he was joking.
He was jokingly mad.
Joking, but like,
because they kind of had one of those like more open rooms where people were playing and not playing, stuff like that. So he said he came in there at one point, and there was a dude having sex with a girl.
Was it with his lady?
No.
Oh,
I don't think so.
I didn't
and
really
there was
catch
a
that.
Magnum wrapper, so he was like, not only is he getting sex
in his
like
room.
my room, but he also has a Magnum condom wrapper. It was like a joke.
And he left the wrapper there. Yeah.
And then that dude,
that guy passed by
the hallway, and he was like, "It's you fucker," whatever, like joking, right? All like in good fun.
Yeah.
So they were chatting, and then he was like, "You guys should kiss," to like me and him, and then we did, and then sparks flew.
Because then I don't remember exactly how it happened.
No, you said I should kiss her.
No,
right?
Something happened where, Mr. Adam Sandler was sitting in the hallway, like kind of, and I don't know if he invited you to come sit on his knee or her to come sit on his knee.
Oh,
but you both ended up sitting on his knees. Like you were on one, she was on the other, and then I joked,
"You should kiss
you guys should kiss." So then I kind of like half pushed you two together, and you two started kissing.
Yeah, and we were.
And then I started taking your hands, and like I put your hand on her boob and her hand on your boob.
Yeah, and then
I was like, yes,
that was good.
It was great.
Yeah,
and then I think there was some confusion because he thought that like, or what the dude from the lady you were kissing was like,
didn't know if I was with Adam Sandler
or not, and so he kissed
who.
you.
Yeah.
And stuff, and so that was all like awesome.
But see, sometimes you kiss people and it's fun and it's silly. Sometimes you kiss people and there are sparks.
Yeah.
There was sparks.
There was sparks
with both of them.
So okay, let's at this point
I've kissed
give
both of
this
them.
couple a name because we gave
and we're gonna call them
Adam Sandler a name. Which Mrs. Adam Sandler at one point before we move on, you and her were both teasing me. You were both on your knees in front of me.
Did we?
And like kissing
remember.
my like underwear region. I still had them on, and you were both like,
"Oh, that's nice of us."
Yeah, it was pretty awesome. Anyways, so back to this couple.
Why don't I remember that?
I don't know.
Weird.
Yeah.
Anyway,
so let's give this couple a name before we move on.
Okay, well, we were going to go with friends' names.
So we're going to use the Friends
so this
TV
is not
show.
necessarily what they do or don't look like, or whatever.
And nothing at all.
They were going to be Ross and Rachel.
Ross and Rachel. So
Ross and Rachel.
You had made out with Rachel.
And it was
and
lovely.
Then Ross thought he would try to pay back Mr. Adam Sandler by kissing you.
Right.
But because he misunderstood who you were with.
I was with. That's right. But then the aforementioned sparks happened.
Yes, the sparks happened, and then you guys were like
kissing of each other.
Yeah, and then it was like, oh.
And then he figured out who was with who, and he was like, whatever.
Yeah.
I like her. So.
Yeah. So then the four of us, you, me, Ross, and Rachel,
went to their room.
Had
you made out with her yet?
I don't think so, but I can't remember 100%.
Because I just remember we went to their room, and like he and I are cuddling in bed, and you guys are cuddling over there, and I was just like, "Wow, this is really happening."
Yeah, it happened really fast. They were like,
they were
"You guys
lovely.
are like the coolest couple we met here and stuff."
Yeah,
and
they were.
It was really nice. They were pretty awesome.
And he called you jacked.
Oh yeah, he was like,
really enjoyed because you work super hard, and I think that you're in really good shape and that you look really good. But how nice is it for another dude,
right?
Like a good-looking dude to be like, you are in really good shape.
Right.
So I loved when he said
that. Was nice, yeah. So, right on, Ross.
Yeah, well done. Ross, fuck,
like,
I'm regretting giving him this name.
Yeah, he knew what he was doing. He's like, compliment the dude. Then bang his wife.
Get all up in the lady. Yeah, but I had sex with Ross.
Oh, I know. It's okay. He's a doctor.
Ugh, Ross. I love that show, but I don't love Ross.
He had a monkey.
But I like this guy.
Yeah, Okay, so we were in the room. I'm
regretting that. That's
we had a drink there, and then I think it was right at the point where the bar was closing.
Oh,
and we joked that like she couldn't get to the bar in time.
Oh,
so we blindfolded her.
Oh, we blindfolded her.
All held hands and moved through the hotel so she wouldn't make out with anybody else on the way.
Right, we did.
And then we got there and it was too late anyways. But
but we met another couple.
We met another couple that they had met before.
We'll call them Chandler and Monica.
They
called them the only other couple they were interested in playing with other than us.
Right.
Of the whole weekend. Yeah. So that was interesting. So we met them.
We did. We had actually talked with them before in the hot tub and at the event the night before. But not very long or anything like that.
Yeah, just kind
quick,
of hellos and where are you from and
that
kind of thing.
So we all six of us went upstairs.
To the play floor.
To the play floor. And before we went into a playroom, we were in the hallway. And I don't remember why we stopped in the hallway.
For kissing reasons.
Yeah, people started making out. Oh, and you were making out with Ross.
Yeah.
And Ross... And, okay, let me get these names right. And Rachel was making out with Chandler.
And you were making out with Monica.
No, not yet. Because I was standing across the hall for some reason. Like, you five were on that side.
Watching?
And I was over there. And then, remember there was another couple.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Had costumes and everything.
Good costumes.
Great costumes. And she said something like, you would never want to make out with me or something, or kiss me. Something to that effect.
And you were like,
I had the same effect happening in my ears where I couldn't hear people very good again because there was music playing. So
they were a cute couple, but they seemed like a very sort of nervous couple. And she was kind of said something
to that effect. So I kissed her.
Right.
And then, so I did that.
Yeah.
And then he gave me a thumbs up.
Yeah.
So I kissed her again.
They kept walking.
And then I saw that Monica was alone.
You were like, well, I can't have that.
I was like, well, I feel bad for her because everybody else is making out. So I went over and I was like, hold on a second. And I went over and made out with Monica.
Yeah.
And then I never really saw that couple again, which I kind of feel bad.
Oh, do you feel like you dissed her a little?
No, well, I don't know. But, I hope they don't feel like I did because that wasn't my intent.
Right.
At all.
Yeah,
it was just I felt bad because that lady, nobody's making out with her. Somebody's making out with her husband. Somebody should make out with her.
Well, we learned later she likes to watch.
Yeah.
So she was probably perfectly
I didn't know that at the time. But, yeah, so I went out and made out with her.
Yeah.
And then all six of us went into a room.
Yeah.
We got in there.
Do you know how that happened? Do you remember, I mean, we were on the play floor. We're all making out in the hallway. It was kind of clear that But do you remember who initiated the, we have to find a room?
No.
I think it was Ross.
Oh, Ross was like...
Well, because he said it to me. He kind of said it in my ear. He was just we need a room.
We need a room right now.
And I was like, fucking hell yeah, we do. Or we need this hallway, but it's happening. So, yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Damn, Ross.
I know.
You got way more game than Ross from the show.
He got me all revved up.
So we got in the room.
Yeah.
And...
Okay, I remember that Rachel turned the light on. And I remember thinking, dude, you just killed all the atmosphere in here. I don't remember that at all, but okay. But, it was super dark, and it was just, some, moody lighting, and she was like, we need this lamp on for no reason. And I was like, are we taking pictures? Why do we need this? It was, all of a sudden, it was like a movie set. Yeah. It was super well lit. I have no idea why.
Oh. And then, so we got in there.
It just struck me as funny.
That's funny. I don't remember that at all.
That's fine.
I remember.
What do you remember happening first?
I got in there. I had a room key and some condoms like tucked into my waistband.
Right.
Not a lot of pockets in underwear.
No.
So I did that. I kind of set them somewhere so I would remember where to get them after or when I needed them. And then I remember that Rachel was on the bed.
Yeah.
And I think you were with Ross, like making out or
probably
already doing it. I don't remember.
Ross and I. Oh, and Rachel and Chandler.
Yep.
Because I think it was sort of the couples that were making out in the hallway.
Yeah.
Fell into bed together. The same combinations, like
kind of, yeah.
Me and her with him, right? Do you know what I'm saying?
A little bit, but then
just initially.
But then, so I like took a second to get situated and got in the room, and then I think I don't know if Chandler and Monica went to or like did something or Chandler, but like Rachel was alone.
Yeah,
and she was on the bed laying there naked.
Yeah,
and kind of like waved me over.
Yeah,
and so I went down on her like right away. And so that was fun.
Hang on.
And I'm pretty sure Monica...
Rachel or Monica?
Rachel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then Monica and Chandler were like with each other, kind of like just to my feet. Like they were with each other.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I reversed the names.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Yeah, and you were with Ross.
We gotta use these people's real names.
Okay. You were with Ross.
Yeah, still.
Yeah, and I was with Rachel. And I was going down on her, and she seemed to enjoy it.
Yeah.
And then at one point, Rachel was like, said something about, I don't know if she said go get a condom or I need to get fucked or something like that.
Nice.
But I was like, okay.
Oh, I remember when
I can do that.
I think I remember when that happened.
Okay.
But I think it was that, I think that was a little bit later because I remember that at that point I was fooling around Chandler.
Well, no, because
is that a separate time?
That was the second time.
Because somebody said you should get a condom, and then I said, so should you, to him, and he was like, really?
Well, because I went to go get a condom, but on the way, Monica kind of grabbed me, and Chandler was doing her, and she like started blowing me as I was trying to go get a condom, and I was like, it was a really weird situation to like mentally be in where it's like, this is really awesome.
When in your life?
I'm like, what do I do here? Because it's like,
I stop the oral
I want to have sex with Rachel, but Monica's doing a really good job at sucking on my dick. It feels amazing and I don't want to leave.
Yeah, life's most unanswerable
She did
questions.
offer that, so it's like,
yeah.
What do I do here?
Don't know. There is no right or wrong answer in that situation.
Yeah. So
this whole time I think Ross is fucking me.
I think so too.
I think this whole time that was just everything was still great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have this thing I think where I feel like I don't want people to be left out of anything. Mm-hmm. So I 100% enjoyed my time with Monica as Chandler was banging her at the foot of the bed. But then I kind of was like, hold on for a sec.
I was busy.
You know, and I went and got a condom, and then I started to have sex with Rachel. Because I don't want Rachel to feel left out of the situation. I feel like I'm very much like I just don't want people to feel left out of the situation.
Yeah. It's also very exciting to have that many people involved in the situation, and you don't want anybody to like bow out.
I don't want anybody to feel left out. So I feel like I'm always like making sure all the ladies in the group are like, you good? Are you good? You're good. You're left out right now. Nobody's with you.
Yeah. I should go grab some things.
Let me help you.
Yeah.
You know,
that's
kind
very
of thing.
Nice of you.
So then I went and had sex with her for a little while.
Yeah.
And you were still with Ross.
Still? Okay.
And then I think at some point in there, you switched to Chandler.
But he went down on me first.
Did he? So Chandler went down.
I think he was kissing me while I was having sex with Ross.
Oh, damn.
I know. Damn. I know. I was touching Rachel. It was all very lovely. And then as soon as we stopped, it was like there was a very quick swap, and Chandler was going down.
Because you told Chandler to get a condom.
No, he was going down on me.
Oh,
first.
down on you. Sorry, yeah.
And fingers and mouth and tongue.
And you said he was pretty.
Oh my goodness! Very good.
Yeah.
Very effective.
Is that what Monica said? I can't remember. Yeah.
He was really good.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I think at some point in there when Chandler was doing you, Ross went to go get water or something like that, or drinks.
Possibly.
Because I feel like he came back into the room and he was like, "Does anybody want a water?" And I was like, "Sure." So I kind of stopped having sex with Rachel to have a drink of water.
Wife.
Yeah,
that's fantastic.
And then,
do you want a water while you fuck my wife?
Yeah. And then at that point, I noticed that Monica, because it was a hotel room that had 2 queen beds, and at that point we had all been on one bed, and Monica was on the other bed, just watching. And
so you went over to her.
Yeah, so I had that thing in me where I was like, I should go see
hang
if
out with her. Yeah.
she wants like to fool around or whatever.
Yeah.
And so I went over there and started like making out with her.
Yeah.
And she said something like, "Oh, I'd like to watch," and stuff. So we half watched, half like made out and stuff like that. While you guys were over there, and right. I think that's when Chandler was with you.
Well, I think because he went down finished going down on me, which is good. Yeah. And that's something I enjoy. Is after that, really want sex.
Right.
After like really good, complete oral.
Yeah.
I don't know if like the stereotype is like you finish and then you want to like go to sleep. Yeah. No, you finish and then I want sex immediately. Yeah. So but somebody was having sex with Rachel because she said someone said to someone to go get a condom because then I said you should too, and he was like, really? And he looked like a giddy schoolboy, and it was
our
so
time
cute.
Might be a little bit off.
I can't remember. Stuff, So he went and got a condom, and then I was kind of like on all fours, so I could kiss Rachel and like play with her and touch her and stuff when I was using a vibrator on her, and he was doing.
We have the necklace that I gave you, right?
Yeah, I have a vibrating necklace.
Yeah, and
it's a great gift.
I think it was around here where I was with Monica. And she was going down on me while I watched a little bit over there. Yeah. But I couldn't quite see you. I could see what was happening, but I couldn't quite see you.
You could see him
and then
probably behind me.
The organizer, the male half of the organizer of the event came in. Because I think they
at
just
that point?
randomly go around to the different rooms to make sure things were okay.
Because he messaged me later and said, and I was really like, busy.
Yeah, I was like...
I didn't know when.
I subconsciously was like, hey. I pointed over towards you and I gave him a thumbs up. Like, almost like a...
Look at her.
Look at her is what I meant to say, but I think it was almost half received as like a, she okay?
Oh.
Kind of thing? Because I couldn't see you.
Right.
And he gave me a thumbs up back.
Oh, that's nice.
And I was like, I gave him one more thumbs up.
Oh, you guys were like checking on me.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
So, yeah.
That's nice.
Thanks.
Because I got a message later, remember? Right, from him.
Yeah.
And he was like, I saw you earlier. And I said, oh, really? When? Because I had literally no idea. My face is in boobs, and I'm getting done quite nicely from behind. Apparently, at some point, he came in. I had no idea. And he was like, yeah, you looked really busy.
So that would be why.
Ah, interesting. I didn't know at what point he came in. Because I may have looked busy for quite some time, and I don't know when that was. That was a good part of the night.
That was good. Mm-hmm. And then, so both Rachel and Monica, very good giving blowjobs.
You said,
especially
really
like
good.
Rachel was like I had to stop her because like it was like, holy cow, it's been like 30 seconds, I'm gonna come.
Really, that's awesome.
But Monica was also really good, and I had to like I kind of like told her it was like hold on, like
that's awesome.
So like that happened with her, and then we switched, and I went down on her. Monica. And there were other people in the room, I realized at that point, because like I was going down on her and she was enjoying it and making sounds, and it was great. And then but there was a couple next to us that was like fucking on the bed like oddly hard. Like that threw us off our rhythm of everything.
Like so on the corner of the bed, right?
So it was like it was shaking the bed like a ridiculous amount, and not in time to the it was off of what we were. So we kind of laughed and was silly because it was like, this is like the situation we're in is funny. So we stopped and came over, and you were still you were back with Ross, I think, at that point
when he was laying down and I was on top.
Yeah. And then I was kind of Monica wasn't. She was having a bit of like, I don't know if it was acid reflux or something, but like
Rachel,
sorry. And so I just kind of sat with her and like, are you okay?
Are you guys? Did you go with her to get water and snacks? No, she came back with like in my mind, an armload of chips and water. Yeah. I'm sure it was like one
before
bag.
She went, I was like, amount. I was making sure she was okay.
But it's like she backed up a truck of chips. That's like what I'm remembering.
I made sure she was okay though, because I was like, I wanted to make sure it wasn't the situation or anything. It was just like,
you're awesome.
It was like, are you okay? And everything. So like,
I think her dude too, because I was literally riding him.
Yeah.
But we paused to be like, is everything okay?
Yeah.
Like, that's what's so weird and cool. It's like, I am with her husband.
Yeah.
Like, right now.
Yeah. Like, his dick is inside you. And you were like...
But we had to be like, okay? Is she okay? Like, for real? Is everything okay? And she was like, yeah, I just feel kind of... Like, her tummy was bugging her or something like that. So, we were like, okay. Because he was like, are you okay? And I told him, I was like, we can stop. Like, if you got... And he was like, no, it's okay. She's okay. So, we kept going.
Mm-hmm.
And then this was hot. How much of this did you see? I was on top of him.
Yeah.
Monica's lying beside him.
Yeah.
So they're both laying on their backs. Yeah. I'm on top of him.
Yeah.
They're not a couple. So none of the three of us are in the same couple.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But then Monica's dude, Chandler, is like, I guess fingering her.
Yeah. To make her squirt.
To make her squirt.
That's because me and Rachel were talking with them.
Okay.
And Rachel said, I can't squirt. Like, I can't remember something. I think we had talked about the seminar that was before.
Probably, yeah.
And she was like, I can. And Rachel was like, I would love to see that.
Okay, and so he was like, I'll make it happen.
That's why he did that.
So, like, okay.
Because he went and got a towel from the bathroom, put it down for her.
Okay.
She laid there and then showed us.
Because she did.
Yeah.
Because I'm riding a dude.
Yeah.
It's not my husband.
Yeah.
I had my arm kind of like linked through her leg, and I was like rubbing her like upper thigh.
Right.
While her husband is going to make her squirt. And you and the wife of the guy that I'm having sex with are watching. Right. I was like, this is insane, you guys. I know, right? Like, what is even happening? Yeah. It was great. It was super fun. Great. And everybody seemed happy and like sexually friggin' really happy. And just really, it was just good.
And then I think it was around that point where we wrapped up, but we all cuddled on the bed.
Oh, yeah.
I was between you and Monica, I think.
Yeah. And there was some sort of just like smooching and touching and stuff. Yeah.
And then everybody kind of like parted ways.
That was fun.
It was fun.
6 people is a good number.
Yeah. It was good.
Yeah.
And there were people like at different points in the room watching and stuff. Yeah. And that was cool.
Or playing around like in the corner while watching us or something. It was really hot. It was really, really fun.
That was kind of like the climax of the second day.
Yes, I would say so.
And then after that,
climaxed. You didn't.
Well, after that, like we walked around the floor. Actually, we walked around the floor after. We found like one room where there was like
a porn being filmed.
It
Not
felt
literally,
like
but it felt like.
But it felt like there was porn stars all of a sudden, like in the hotel room, like filming a movie.
It was like super hot ladies, like ridiculously hot ladies.
Yeah,
with these like bigger, older dudes.
Yeah, well, I was like
all the porn.
I don't remember seeing any of you at all at any point in the weekend before this.
Who are all you people? Yeah, it was really weird. But it was hot, so we watched for a while.
It was. And Adam Sandler couple was there.
They watched with us for a bit. Them. Yeah. That was fun.
And then...
Oh, I remember something else.
We went down the hall farther and we ran into... Tinkerbell without Mr. Tinkerbell. Yeah, I think he was changing or something.
He was probably making out. He's a big maker-outer.
Yeah.
He's a
because she told us about what they had done earlier in the night a bit. And then...
I may have been down low and not heard that.
Yeah, you went and showed her the vibrator on her vagina. On her. Yeah.
And my tongue. And
yeah, so that was nice. And I was kissing her.
That was fun.
It was fun. And then...
Just in the hall.
And then, I don't remember exactly how it happened, but you went and danced with some people. And I kept making out with her. For a little bit.
You guys have kind of a spark.
Yeah.
Sexually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he showed up and was like, let's go to the hot tub. And so she was like, okay. And so they went to the hot tub.
Right.
And then you and me danced a little bit.
Yeah.
And
we checked out the fancy room. Remember, there was sort of like a fancy room
like
with a pool
like
table
a corner suite
and like a big glass shower.
It was huge. It was crazy. It was almost like I didn't realize they made like hotel rooms like this.
Yeah, it was like Vegas or like fancy.
We watched
something.
them. Yeah.
We watched some sex in different places.
Somebody brought a Hitachi with them. Just the cordless one.
Oh, yeah.
We didn't see anybody using it, but like...
Yep.
Yeah. And then
I made out with Mr. Tinkerbell at some point.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly when that was. I think they came back from their hot tub.
Maybe that was
before we were done on the play floor.
And then we were kind of playing around with them.
Yeah.
But I think she had sort of...
She was pretty tired.
Had enough. Not in like a bad way, but so they went to bed. And what did we do?
We went back to our room.
I remember what happened.
And what happened?
You came on me.
That's right. I got a pretty epic blowjob from Mario.
It
was pretty awesome.
I do what I can.
Yeah. And then, we kind of half passed out, half fell asleep.
Yeah. Cum everywhere.
Yeah.
No, I think we tidied up before we fell asleep.
And that was kind of the end of that night.
It was pretty fun.
And then, we got up in the morning. Not really much happened. We didn't rush out, but we
packed up and
we do get up early because of the kids.
Yeah, and we kind of mostly headed home, but it was like a really fun weekend.
It was really fun.
Yeah,
it was pretty epic.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
So there you go.
Yeah.
Sometimes hotel nights can go pretty good.
Right. Just kind of day 1 and day 2 of the whole event was different.
I mean, when you think that day 1, we didn't even have sex, did we? Did we when we got back to our room?
No, I think we did when we got back to our room.
Oh, did we?
I can't remember.
We probably did.
Yeah, I think so.
Was it when we got there or late? No, you're
it
right.
Was after,
after. Yeah,
you were like, fine, I'll fuck you, whatever, I don't even care.
No, I forgot.
So gross. I've seen this dick so many times.
No, I like it. It's very
Miller
nice.
Wiener.
Miller Wiener? I've never called it that.
Yeah.
The 2 nights contrast quite a bit, but they were both really fun.
They were very
just
fun.
In a
different,
sort of different.
But the whole
way.
weekend, the whole event was pretty awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it was fun.
It was fun.
Love you.
Oh, I love you too.
That's nice.
It was nice.
Yeah.
Oh, gross.